Today, we're taking a look at the eufy C10 robot vacuum. Eufy sent us this product, but as always, we're giving you our genuine opinion. If you're interested, you'll find the purchase link in the description. Now let's get unboxing. Inside the box, you'll find a massive quick start guide built into the packaging, product literature, the vacuum, dustbin, vacuum bag, and self-emptying station. Setup is simple. Just snap the dustbin in place, install the vacuum bag, plug the station in, and charge it up. Now let's get cleaning. After our first run with the C10, we noticed it picked up a surprising amount of pet hair, human hair, and common household debris like crumbs, dirt, and fine dust. The usual suspects you'd expect around the home. One thing to note, the main brush tends to collect a lot of hair, so if your household is anything like mine, with lots of shedding, you'll want to regularly clean the brush roller to keep performance at its best. The eufy Clean app, available on both iOS and Android devices, offers a clean, intuitive interface. You can select between whole home, individual room, or specific zone cleaning, and adjust suction power to suit your needs. The app supports multi-level mapping with up to 3 maps saved at once, each allowing for custom no-go zones and virtual walls, offering great control over where the robot cleans. There's also real-time accessory tracking, so you'll know when it's time to clean or replace parts like filters and brushes. For a more hands-off experience, you can schedule cleanings and forget about it entirely. There's even a manual driving option if you want to take control directly from your phone. And don't forget to enable Boost IQ, which automatically adjusts suction when transitioning onto carpets for deeper cleaning. With over 100 robot vacuums tested, we're comparing the C10 against our baseline average. Priced at less than half the cost of a typical robot vacuum, you might expect performance to follow suit, but that's not entirely the case. Suction power is indeed about half the average, which aligns with the price point. However, things get more interesting in our airflow test, measured in-house, where the C10 scored just under 1 point below average. Those are both strong indicators of real-world performance, which brings us to our carpet deep cleaning test. The C10 scored an 80 out of 100, just 7 points below average. That's on par with eufy's E28 and C20 models. So while it's priced like a budget model, its performance is actually better than expected, making it a strong value for the money. The C10 peaked at 75 decibels in our noise test, slightly louder than average, but not by much. Eufy claims 120-minute battery life, which should be plenty for most homes. If not, the robot can recharge and resume cleaning where it left off. One standout feature is the C10's compact form factor, almost an inch slimmer than many competitors. That extra clearance could be the difference between cleaning under your furniture or missing it entirely. Despite its small size, the base station is impressively compact, yet still houses a 3-liter dust bag, enough for around 60 days of use. And we've got to give eufy credit for including a premium feature, the corner rover arm, which extends the side brush into corners and hard-to-reach areas. It's rare to see this kind of tech in a budget vacuum, and it gives us hope that future models, regardless of price, will include it as standard. However, there are a few areas where the C10 could be improved. First, obstacle avoidance is virtually non-existent. While that's understandable at this price point, it would be great to see some basic object recognition in future models, just enough to reduce the amount of pre-cleaning and tidying required. Second, as mentioned earlier, the roller brush design could use an upgrade to better prevent hair tangles. We prefer the conical brush shapes found on brands like Narwhal, Roborock, and Dreamy, which do a better job at avoiding hair wrap altogether. Lastly, we noticed that when vacuuming a carpet, the C10 had a tendency to bounce up and down in a slightly awkward, almost goofy way. It's not something we've commonly seen in other vacuums, and while it doesn't affect cleaning performance, it's definitely a bit odd. Overall, the eufy C10 delivers impressive value for its budget-friendly price. While it lacks advanced features like obstacle avoidance and could benefit from a more hair-resistant brush design, it still holds its own in terms of cleaning performance, app functionality, and thoughtful design touches like the compact base and corner rover arm. If you're looking for an affordable and slim robot vacuum that covers the basics well, and even over-delivers in some areas, the C10 is a solid choice. It's not perfect by any means, but for the price, it punches above its weight and leaves us excited to see where eufy takes things next.